Hello friends, it's me, Phil. I'm so excited to finally share this new adventure with you, and honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. After months of dreaming, planning, and a little bit of nervous pacing, I've just moved to Hanoi. I've always believed the best souvenirs from a trip aren't things you can pack in your suitcase, but the stories you collect along the way, the memories that stick with you long after you've returned home. And of course, the friends you make, those unexpected connections that turn a foreign place into something that feels a little bit like home. So I packed up my life, said goodbye to everything familiar, and moved to Hanoi, Vietnam, a city that's always buzzing with energy, overflowing with kindness, and famous for its incredible food. The streets are alive with the sounds of scooters, laughter, and the sizzle of street food. This wasn't just a vacation, it was a leap into the unknown, a decision to start over and see what life could look like in a place so different from what I've always known. It was a chance to see what could grow in a new place, to challenge myself, and to discover who I could become when I stepped outside my comfort zone. Why Vietnam, you might ask? It just felt right. A place where life is lived out loud, in the open, and with so much heart. There's a vibrancy here that's impossible to ignore, and a sense of community that draws you in, even if you're a stranger. As my plane touched down and I caught my first glimpse of the city from above, I couldn't help but wonder, can I really find happiness living simply, far from home, barely speaking the language and starting from scratch? Would I be able to build a life here, or would I always feel like an outsider? The answer, I hoped, would come from the little moments. A street vendor's friendly nod, a smile from a stranger, or a shared laugh over a meal, or maybe in a perfect bowl of pho, steaming and fragrant, enjoyed at a tiny table on a bustling street corner, or in the constant hum of the city, the rhythm of daily life that's both chaotic and comforting at the same time. This journey is about connection, about finding belonging in the most unexpected places and learning that home isn't always a place, but sometimes a feeling you find among new friends and shared experiences. I want to take you with me, to share the small joys, the challenges, and the discoveries that make this place so special. Together, we'll explore the hidden corners, taste the flavors, and meet the people who give Hanoi its soul. So grab a cup of Vietnamese coffee, get comfortable, and settle in for the ride. Let's begin this adventure together, one step at a time, and see where this new chapter leads us. Welcome to my new chapter in Hanoi. I can't wait to see what we'll discover. Let's talk about my apartment, a place that's become my sanctuary in the heart of Hanoi, and honestly, one of my favorite discoveries since moving here. For just $300 a month, I get to call this cozy studio my own little slice of heaven. It's tucked away from the city's hustle, but close enough that I can feel its energy whenever I step outside. The apartment is technically a studio, but the high ceilings and a huge window flood the space with sunlight, making it feel much bigger and airier than you'd expect. Every afternoon, golden light pours in, giving the whole place a warm, inviting glow. There's a comfy couch where I unwind after a long day, a small coffee table that's perfect for meals or late-night chats with friends, and a cozy sleeping nook that feels like a private retreat within the space. My kitchenette is simple, just a fridge, a cooktop, and a sink, but it's all I need to whip up breakfast or a quick meal before heading out to explore. I've learned to appreciate the simplicity. There's something satisfying about making a meal in a space that's just the right size, with everything within arm's reach. But the real gem is the tiny balcony. It overlooks a quiet alley, and every morning I sit there with my coffee watching the city slowly come alive. It's the perfect spot for people watching, reading, or just soaking in the peaceful atmosphere. Inside, the apartment is a peaceful retreat. The city's happy chaos fades away, replaced by a sense of calm that makes it easy to recharge and feel at home. I've made it my own with a few personal touches. Family photos on the wall, local art I've picked up at markets, and a bookshelf that's slowly filling up with stories from around the world. It's not fancy or luxurious, but it's full of character and warmth. Every corner tells a bit of my story, and every item has a memory attached. Each morning I wake up to the gentle sounds of the neighborhood, roosters crowing, scooters buzzing by, and the distant chatter of street vendors setting up for the day. The aroma of breakfast drifts in from the street below, mingling with laughter from kids heading to school. It's a daily reminder that life here is vibrant and full of simple joys. This apartment is my home base for adventure, a place to plan new journeys, and reflect on the ones I've already taken. It's proof that you don't need a lot of space or stuff to live well and feel content. For just $300 a month, I found comfort, connection, and a sense of belonging in a city that's both exciting and welcoming. Sometimes less really is more. In this little apartment, I've discovered that happiness isn't about having the most, it's about making the most of what you have. My apartment is great, but my neighborhood is the real star. I live in Badin, tucked in a maze of narrow ngo, alleyways pulsing with life. Every walk is a sensory adventure. Sizzling garlic, incense, rain on hot pavement, families gather on tiny stools, markets overflow with fresh produce, and kids play in the streets. The sounds are a symphony: motorbike horns, vendors' calls, the sizzle of street food. Life spills onto the street, neighbors become family, sharing food and laughter. Here, the front door is always open, literally and figuratively. I've learned a few Vietnamese words, and my mistakes always get a friendly laugh. This place reminds me daily, the best things in life aren't things, they're connections. My neighborhood is a living, breathing community, and I feel lucky to be part of it. It's the heartbeat of my new life. My days in Hanoi are simple and delicious, always starting with food. There's a certain magic in the way the city wakes up, with the aroma of simmering broth and the gentle hum of scooters rolling down narrow streets. The morning air is cool and the city feels both peaceful and alive, as if everyone is quietly preparing for the day ahead. I'm up by 6, heading to my favorite cafe for a strong, sweet café soda on a plastic stool. The first sip is always a jolt, rich, creamy, and just the right amount of sweet. Around me, locals read newspapers, chat softly, or simply watch the world go by. It's a ritual that feels both personal and communal, a shared pause before the city's real bustle begins. Breakfast is usually suizio, sticky rice with mung beans and fried shallots, from a friendly ba on the street. She greets me with a warm smile, her hands moving quickly and expertly. The flavors are simple but comforting, and I love how each bite connects me to the generations who have made and enjoyed this dish before me. These small interactions ground me and make me feel at home. A nod, a laugh, a quick exchange about the weather. These moments remind me that life's richness is found in connection, not possessions. Midday is for exploring, sometimes a slow walk around Hoan Kiem Lake, where couples stroll and elders practice Tai Chi, or a spontaneous temple visit, incense curling into the air. Other days I lose myself in the maze of the old quarter, discovering hidden alleyways, vibrant markets, and the ever-changing rhythm of city life. Lunch is an adventure, maybe banh mi or bun cha, always at a new spot. I love wandering until something catches my eye, a sizzling grill, a line of hungry locals, or the scent of fresh herbs. Each meal is a chance to try something new, to taste the city's creativity and tradition in every bite. As evening falls, lanterns glow and the city comes alive. The streets fill with laughter, music, and the clatter of chopsticks. There's a sense of celebration in the air, as if every night is a festival. Dinner is social, gathering with friends at a BIA Hoi for fresh beer and shared plates. We sit outdoors, the air buzzing with conversation, clinking glasses, and the aroma of grilled meats and spicy dipping sauces. We talk, laugh, and eat together, savoring the simple pleasures. These meals stretch on, unhurried, as stories and jokes are passed around the table. It's in these moments that I feel most connected, to my friends, to the city, and to myself. Every day is full, not because of what I own, but because of what I experience. My apartment is small, but it's filled with light, laughter, and the sounds of the city drifting in through open windows. I find joy in the ordinary, watering plants, listening to distant street music, or simply watching the sunset from my balcony. Life here is about rhythm, connection, and joy in the everyday. It's about finding beauty in the mundane, and meaning in the routines that shape each day. The city teaches me to slow down, to notice, and to appreciate the present. It's a gift I never take for granted. This is living Hanoi style, a life woven from simple pleasures, daily rituals, and the warmth of community. Let's talk about the food, Vietnam's true love language. Every meal is a story, every bite a perfect balance of sweet, sour, salty, spicy, and savory. Pho is the national treasure-rich broth, tender noodles, fresh herbs, and a squeeze of lime. But there's so much more: bun cha, chaka lavong, crispy spring rolls, and banh mi. Street snacks are everywhere: nem ran, goi quan, bang goi, each one a new adventure. The best part? Incredible food is everywhere and affordable. A bowl of pho is $2, a banh mi less than $1. You can eat like royalty for under $10 a day. The real magic is in the street food, made by cooks perfecting recipes for generations. Food here isn't just cheap, it's accessible, shared, and made with love. Eating in Vietnam is a daily celebration, and for a food lover like me, it's paradise. Every meal connects me to the culture and the people. Here, food is joy, and joy is everywhere. Welcome to Foodie Heaven. The best thing about Vietnam? The people. Their warmth, resilience, and generosity are unmatched. My neighbors welcomed me from day one, helping with my stubborn lock, sharing mango, and always offering a smile. Kindness is everywhere. Vendors teaching me new words, taxi drivers making sure I'm safe, families sharing their food. Community here is real. People look out for each other and for newcomers like me. Even without a common language, connection happens through gestures, laughter, and shared meals. I've had entire conversations with just smiles and Google Translate. The heart doesn't need a translator, it understands kindness and respect. The people are the soul of this country, and they've made me feel at home. That's the true magic of Vietnam. Living abroad isn't always easy. It's an adventure with real challenges. The language barrier can be tough, and culture shock is real. Crossing the street is an act of faith, and simple tasks can feel impossible. Some days are lonely or frustrating, but every struggle brings 100 small victories. Ordering coffee in Vietnamese, being recognized by a shopkeeper, or finding a hidden temple, these moments make it all worthwhile. The lows make the highs sweeter. Embracing discomfort pushes me to grow, to be patient, resourceful, and open-minded. I've learned to laugh at my mistakes and ask for help. The challenges are the salt that brings out the sweetness of the adventure. In overcoming them, I've found strength I never knew I had. That's what makes this journey unforgettable. Why consider Vietnam? Your money goes far. $300 for a great apartment, $2 for a meal, and endless affordable adventures. But it's not just about cost, it's about freedom and discovery. Vietnam is for the curious, a place where ancient and modern collide, where landscapes stun and food delights. If you crave authentic experiences and real connection, this is your place. Here, a smile opens doors, and strangers become friends over street food. The people are welcoming, the culture is rich, and every day is a sensory feast. Vietnam isn't always easy, but it's always rewarding. It will challenge and change you, and you'll leave with stories and friendships that last. If you have a spirit of adventure, Vietnam is waiting. Come feel alive. That's a glimpse into my new life in Hanoi. Simpler, slower, and richer than I imagined. It's built on food, friendship, and daily discovery. Happiness isn't in what we own, but in what we experience and who we share it with. I want to share this warmth and joy with you. Travel and food connect us, breaking down walls and building bridges. If you're curious about Vietnam or have your own stories, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Let's build a community of curious souls and adventurers. Follow along and maybe you'll be inspired to start your own journey, big or small. Thank you for letting me share my world with you. The adventure is just beginning. Let's explore it together.